Island, before you can vote, you've got to be registered. If you're not sure if you're registered already, you can check using the link in the description. But if you're not registered yet, or you've moved or changed your name since the last time you voted, you'll need to fill out a registration form. If you have a Rhode Island ID, you can do that online at the same link you just used to check your registration status. If you don't have a Rhode Island ID, you'll need to use a paper registration form. There's a link to the form down in the description, and you should print it and mail it to your local board of canvassers by October 4th if you want to be registered in time for the November general election. If you miss the registration deadline, you can register at your city or town hall on election day, but you'll only be able to vote for president and vice president, not all the other important stuff on the ballot. So do register before the deadline if you can. So you're registered. Great. Now you get to vote. Any registered voter in Rhode Island can vote by mail, no matter whether you'll be at home on election day or not. Just head to the link in the description to fill out the form and request a mail ballot and send it in before October 13th. Then you'll get your ballot in the mail, fill it out at your own pace, and mail it back to the State Board of Elections before November 3rd. If you don't vote by mail, you're going to be voting in person on November 3rd. You can look up where to go to vote using the link in the description. The polls are open from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m., and you'll need to bring a valid photo ID with you, like a Rhode Island driver's license, state ID, passport, student ID, or military ID, or tribal ID. If you don't have one of these, you can get a free voter ID from the Elections Division Office. There's a link to more on that below. If you want to see everything that's going to be on the ballot ahead of time, you can go to the same website you just used to look up your polling place to find your sample ballot. You don't have to vote for everything on the ballot for it to be counted, but those local elections are pretty important. So this gives you a chance to research the candidates for your local elections ahead of time. If you want to, you can even print one out and bring it to the polls with you, so you don't forget how you wanted to vote. And one last thing. If you're gonna vote, open up your notes app or grab a pen and paper and make a plan. Write down when and how you're gonna register, what time you're gonna vote, how you're gonna get there, what ID you're gonna use, even who you're gonna bring with you to the polls. Having a plan is a great way to make sure that nothing unexpected stops you from voting on November 3rd. All the links you need to check your registration and polling location will be in the description. Thanks for being a voter. How to Vote in Every State is produced by Complexly in partnership with the MediaWise Voter Project, which is led by the Poynter Institute and supported by Facebook.